crypto hack skyrocketed in January 2025. $73.9 million stolen. The crypto industry started 2025 on a rough note, with hacks and exploits surging dramatically. According to a report from Immunified, January saw a staggering $73.9 million lost across 19 separate incidents, a ninefold increase compared to December 2024. However, despite this surge, the losses were still 44.6% lower than in January 2024, when hackers stole $133.4 million. Phemex suffers a massive $69.1 million hack. One incident accounted for the majority of losses, a devastating breach at Singapore-based exchange Phemex, where hackers managed to steal $69.1 million from its hot wallets. The attack affected multiple blockchains, including Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Bitcoin, BTC. Investigators linked the attack to North Korean hackers, noting that the stolen stablecoins were quickly converted into Ethereum in an attempt to evade blacklisting. Centralized platforms, the biggest targets. January's hacks overwhelmingly targeted centralized finance (CFI) platforms, which accounted for 93.5% of total stolen funds. Despite experiencing more attacks, decentralized finance (DeFi) platforms only accounted for 6.5% of total losses. This major difference was largely due to the scale of the Phemex breach, showing that CFI exchanges remain prime targets for hackers. Notably, fraud was not a contributing factor to losses. Every recorded incident resulted from hacking rather than internal scams. BNB Chain and Ethereum, the most targeted blockchains. When it comes to blockchain vulnerabilities, certain networks were hit harder than others. BNB Chain BSC suffered the most attacks, making up 50% of all stolen funds across 10 incidents. Ethereum followed, experiencing 6 attacks and accounting for 25% of total losses. Arbitrum and Base were each targeted twice. Optimism saw a single exploit. What's next for crypto security? With hacks on the rise again, the crypto industry faces a critical challenge in securing both CFI exchanges and DeFi protocols. As hackers grow more sophisticated, security teams must work harder to prevent further major breaches like Phemex's. Will 2025 continue to see rising crypto thefts, or will security efforts finally catch up? Stay tuned for the latest updates. Czech National Bank explores Bitcoin as a reserve asset as the debate over Bitcoin's role in central banks heats up. The Czech National Bank CNB has taken a bold step, approving a study to assess BTC as a potential reserve asset. This comes despite European Central Bank ECB President Christine Lagarde's recent remarks dismissing Bitcoin's suitability for reserves. Czech Bank Governor pushes for Bitcoin reserves. The push to integrate Bitcoin into national reserves comes from CNB Governor Aleš Michl, who has been a strong advocate for diversifying the bank's €140 billion, $145.6 billion in reserves. Michl believes that alternative asset classes, including Bitcoin, could play a valuable role in the country's financial strategy. The CNB officially approved a study on January 30, 2025, stating that its findings will influence future decisions on whether to move forward with BTC adoption. Europe divided on Bitcoin reserves, while the Czech Republic is moving forward. ECB President Christine Lagarde remains firmly against Bitcoin. In her latest comments, she stated she is confident that no EU central bank will adopt BTC as part of its reserves. However, the Czech Republic's situation is unique. While it is an EU member, it does not use the euro as its official currency, giving it more flexibility in financial decisions. Global momentum for Bitcoin reserves. The concept of national and institutional Bitcoin reserves is gaining traction worldwide. In the United States, former President Donald Trump and several senators have worked on legislation to create a strategic BTC reserve. Nearly a dozen U.S. states have introduced laws proposing the purchase of Bitcoin using taxpayer dollars. As more governments and institutions explore BTC as a hedge against inflation, the question remains, will the Czech National Bank make history by adding Bitcoin to its reserves? Stay tuned for more updates as the Bitcoin reserve debate continues to evolve.